morning again, guys. So I got this 2013 Nissan Altima. So I'm gonna show you real quick how to replace the fuel pump. So I got this car came in and then we got the fuel pump, and we got it from O'Reilly Auto Parts. It's a direct input direct. So that's the part number. So to replace the fuel pump on this car, all you gotta do is open the both rear door, driver and passenger. And you're gonna come here. So we got some stuff that's a customer stuff. We're gonna see if we can put them on the front seat. So we're gonna put all the customer stuff on the front seat like that. Here you go, on the front seat like that. All right, so you're gonna come here. On both sides of the seat there is a little knob. All you gotta do is just pull and you lift it up. I don't know if you can see it, this. And you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. You're gonna do the same thing on both sides. You're gonna come here, pull, same thing. You just pull this. It's a release knob. Once you do that, you can take this seat off. Let it lie down on the back of the car like that. So here is the fuel pump box. All I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take a Phillips screwdriver, squeeze that, or a flat screwdriver. I'm gonna do the same thing. Alright, all you gotta do, you just gotta squeeze this. Sometimes it might be hard for you to squeeze, to spin them or turn them with a screwdriver. You gotta use a pliers. Once you do that, this thing right here, you're just gonna push it. At least you can have more room to disconnect it. All you gotta do is just push on this little tab, like you hit a click and you put it back. So the second thing that we're gonna do, so usually, like I always say to guys, to replace a fuel pump, you're gonna have to disable the fuel pump and then let the car running until it dies. So that's gonna give you some check engine light in a way, or the other way. So you just leave them like that. I'm just gonna put some rags in here. So to disconnect this, there is two ways to go about it. This one got just a little tab on each side. Let me see if I can show you. So you just push that, you squeeze that, and you pull it out. And this one, you're gonna do the same thing. You just squeeze those two, you hit a click, you squeeze those two, and you pull that out. So let me get up some rags, so at least I can put some spill on the fuel. As you can see, guys, I put some rags, see if I can save some spill fuel. Like I told you earlier, you just push this and you pull this out, so it's come out easily. This one, you press those two. When you hit a click, all you gotta do is just push that back. Alright. So okay, I'm gonna get a second rag. There is two ways to go about that. Either you got the regular key or you use a hammer. So you use a hammer. All you gotta do, you just tap on this corner right here, and then you gotta spin it to the left. And once you do that, you're gonna have to take this out. Once you take this out, the fuel pump should be ready to come out. But when you take it out, take it slowly. You just bend it a little bit to get some fuel coming out of it. So we're gonna wait until some fuel came out of it. Do that slowly. Do that slowly. So here you go. We got the guy out. So once you take it out, there was a seal. There was a seal right here. You're gonna make sure that you take the seal off. You clean the surface where the seal is at. You're gonna clean it very clean. Make sure you clean it. Make sure you clean it very well. Like I said, before you install the seal, make sure you clean the surface very well. So like you can see, it's very clean. If you want to have a good sealant, you don't want to have any fuel leak. So now, to put the fuel pump back in, all you gotta do, make sure that you got the, what they call it, the level, the fuel level sensor back in. And after that, you just flip that down, and you make sure you got those pass up. You got those pass up. So this gonna sit right here. Those two hooks gonna sit right in the middle right here. So I already clean this. You can see how clean it is. So you can see if we can pass it back in there. Make sure this and just sit right in here, and then you inspect the seal. Make sure the seal is sitting well. It's not on one side and the other. After that, all you gotta do is just use the same way you take it out. Is the same way that you're gonna tap in here to get it in. As you can realize, we got it nice in place. You gotta pass this lock. As soon as it's past this little lock, that's been you safe. Now the second thing, you just gonna have to remove those cap they put in there. You just push and you hear the click. It's right in place. So this, it doesn't come with the lock. I'm gonna have to take the lock from the old fuel pump. Is the lock in here. I'm gonna take it off the fuel pump. So to take it off, all you need to do is have something just to pull this little tab, and you pull it out. So I just take the lock off the whole fuel pump. All you gotta do is just push it in there like that. So once you hit a click, it passes the level. And the second thing you're gonna do, make sure you align this. You're gonna push it on until you hit a click. You hit that. Once you hit those two clicks, that's when everything is it's okay. So now the next step, you're gonna plug the fuel pump connector. Once you push it, you hit the click. That's when alright, so now we're just gonna leave that before we put everything back together. We're gonna try to crank the car to make sure the fuel pump is good before we even go farther, to make sure that the fuel pump is okay, and then inspect it if there is no fuel leak. It's just gonna take some time, but it's gonna start anyway. So then the next step, we're gonna come in here, we're gonna inspect it, make sure there is no fuel leak. All right, we inspect it. As you can see, there is no leak. So if there is no leak, now it's time for us to put the cover back in. To put the cover back in is the same thing. You make sure that all those 4 pins set in place, and you're just gonna spin this on the reverse. You spin it left, and then you're good to go. So now we're gonna take all the trash out, take everything out to put the seat back in. The seat back in, you make sure that you get all the seatbelt buckle up, they fit in there, and then you push it all the way back. All you gotta do is just push down in there until you hit the click. If you hit the click, it's in there. Alright, all you gotta do, you do the same thing on both sides, and we're good to go. Alright, so see you on the next video.